Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're back at WG Motorworks and we have Daniel's car here. This is an ST180 Fiesta Mark 7. He's got a stage 1 Revo package on his car. He's come down here basically just to see kind of how it's running, and what's going to be interesting, he's actually running 95 RON fuel rather than the kind of, I guess, the idea of you should be running a higher octane fuel when running a mapped car. So we're going to kind of see how that compares to a different RON mapping and stuff like that, so that should be quite cool. But on his car, he's got the MSW wheels, the Maxton design kind of lower lip with side skirts, and he's got spats, he's got a diffuser, he's got a Remus exhaust, which I've actually never seen before on a Fiesta, which is wicked to see, a Cobra sports cap. He's got the Maxton Designs eyebrows here, and they've actually been hydro dipped, which is quite cool to see. Same as his fog lights, which is nice. And then he's got a wrap. So he's got a wrap on his car that's done by Specialist Signs, and I'm going to give you guys a nice little view of that. But it's quite different to the kind of normal quarter panel wraps that you see, because he's added in a few more layers to it, a few more colours and stuff, which is really nice to see. And so that way he's kind of broken away from the mould of what everyone else is doing. And then we've got a Cows Customs UK, which is one of my sponsors. He's actually got a sunstrip from them, which is kind of custom designed to his spec, and that's looking sweet as well. Okay, so under the bonnet we've got an ST200 box, Mountune induction hose. We've got an AirTech crossover at the back there, which leads down into an AirTech elbow. We've got a AirTech short shifter, which is just tucked in there, and we've got a Mishimoto catch cam. So we've got a Mishimoto catch cam over here, much better quality than the one I bought. And have you got an engine mount?
Yeah, it's a Voodoo one.
So he's got a Voodoo engine mount underneath, which is actually the same as one that I've got. So anyway, let's get him onto the dyno, let's see how it's going, and let's go from there. What's he making?
So not very impressive over standard on this one.
It's not, is it?
Considering I've had a stage one in before, I think I had induction at maybe 220, 225.
Yeah.
So it could just be down to the actual 95 RON map.
Yep.
We're gonna switch it over to the next one.
So he's making 189 stock, 199
yeah, so that's
Revo 1,
Revos,
right?
They call it stock. It's not a true stock car,
close enough.
It's pretty much it. So what we've done, because he said he's only running 95 RON, this is why you need to run high octane fuel on a turbocharged car.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see the difference. But what we're watching on here is this is your knock retard. So in theory, if you're running, say, a poor quality fuel with a higher octane map, as Revo offer multiple ones, this will stop on that timing and technically losing your power. But we'll give it a run,
yeah, no,
and let's see what it does. Now you've also got intake temperature on there as well, so it's quite warm today. So let's see if it picks anything up. Say for example we added those 3 degrees of time without being pulled out.
Yeah.
That could be as simple as 5, maybe 8 horsepower, even 10.
Wow.
It really can depend.
So what you're basically saying is, if you're running a 95 octane map, what are you doing?
Why are you wasting your time? Put some decent fuel in it, right? Run the high octane one.
Should we go tell him that? Because that was...
Yeah, let's do another run.
Yeah.
See one from there. So this is Revo's little dealer tool, which is quite good for us doing our basic things. So on here, obviously got engine speed, desired boost, actual boost. So you can see it. Sometimes they spike up a little bit. Intake temps, stock cooler, quite warm in here. Your lambda request and so on. So again, these are the ones we're looking at. So I'll 5k, yeah, 5k, something like that time. But it's essentially missing out on, well, 20 foot-pound and probably up to 20 horsepower just from running that, not the correct map.
Jeez. I'm not going to say this in person, Dan, but when you see this, sort your fuel out, basically. No, I will tell him in person. That's yeah.
The red line here is what Revo have as their stock. So it makes kind of stock power, stock torque, which to be honest, probably is correct. They made 189 and 200 foot-pound. So with your 95 ROM map you come in with, you gain 22 foot-pound here, but it's only for a small part of the rev range. It's not across the whole rev range. And you'll see that here it's almost not much of the standard. And then as you go up the rev range, you increase. You gain 10 horsepower, which isn't really an amazing difference, is it?
No.
On there. However, we then ran it on, I believe, to be their 97 ROM map. So on the FPS switch, switched it over on there, and instantly gained another 20 foot-pound. But you notice it's across the whole rev range. So at 4,500, you gain 20 foot-pound area, where your 95 is stopped, you gained about 3. Yeah. So you've got gains everywhere. And then when we're doing the dyno run, we've done some data logging. So around here, at this point, the rev range, it starts pulling the timing out. So we have maximum 3 degrees of conditioning in the car, and that's because the 95 ROM fuel you're using. Right. So with better fuel, this probably would have carried on and made it more. Say you manage to get another 3 degrees of ignition time in for the better fuel, that could be 5, 6, maybe 7 horsepower potentially. Right. Or if you had the 98 ROM Revo map, which is a separate one, and say run like Tesco 99 or Shell V-Power, then I reckon you'd have made the 220. Right. But this peak power, which turbo cars at high revs, this is where it really peak builds up. This is where you're missing out on. Yeah. So putting crap fuel in is not helping you at all. So the red is standard. When the Revo 95 ROM map is running near 11, which is probably a bit more of a temperature related thing, 95 ROM, they do it for safety reasons. Right. So ensure that obviously it's safe on track, on using it really hard usage. And you notice when we swap to 97 ROM, it actually kind of a little bit leaner up here, which again, this is still stage 1, so it's still got to be safe for the stock cap on there, on that one.
So that was Dan's car. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to WG Motorworks for kind of allowing me to come down and get this kind of insight on how tunes work, how different ROM maps change things, everything like that. So thank you very much to Dan for taking the trip down to actually come to WG Motorworks and get dynoed. If you guys are interested, WG Motorworks is in a link in the description. There is also a 10% discount code for you guys that it basically includes everything other than turbos and software. So everything other than turbos and software. So if you want intakes, you want brakes, blah blah blah. If it's on WG Motorworks, you can get 10% off now using CR10. So make sure you check out that. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.